Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to our channel. And in this playlist of learning KQL from scratch, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is extract function. Now, fundamentally, there are three of them: extract, extract all, and extract JSON. However, we are going to talk about these two because these two are the ones which you are going to use the most. Okay. Now, fundamentally, extract all and extract JSON. These three functions are a part of scalar function category. You can see it over here. And if I talk about extract, the very first one, this is a function which is used to extract a value matching the regex that you have defined. Okay. And then that particular value will be extended into a new column altogether. Okay. Now, there is one concept which is very important, and that is this capture group. As of now, just read this statement with me. But when I'll show you the query, I'll explain you the purpose. Okay. The capture group to extract. Fundamentally, 0 stands for the entire match, 1 for the value matched by the first parentheses in the regex itself, and second for more subsequent parentheses. So let's say if you're looking for a very strong match in a specific regex, then fundamentally you have to define a value which is 0. And if there are multiple values, okay, then you can define 1 or 2. But in majority of the scenarios, you will use 0 itself. Here you can see some examples, okay, wherein they have defined 1 and 0 both. Okay. Now, for all obvious reasons, you can try these default examples, but let me show you something in a real-time environment. Okay. So for that, what I will do is I will type audit logs where time generated is greater than equal to, let's say, 30 days. Okay. Now, fundamentally, I have assigned a role to one of the users. So I know that particular entry, I'll just apply a filter. So as of now, these two logs that we are getting over here is basically a role assignment log. Okay. Now let's say from this particular log, what I want is a specific value inside additional detail and which is a GUID. Okay. So firstly, let me just project additional details. And here itself, you can see that for each row, I am getting this drop down, which means that each row has multiple nested values. Okay. Now just take an example that for this particular value, I want this GUID to be extracted. So the very first thing that I will do is I will say mv expand additional details. And then this is the value from which I have to extract this GUID. So let me just copy this and say where additional details contains this particular value, which is role definition origin ID. Now you can see I'm again getting two entries, which basically means that for each entry that we were getting initially, this value exists in both the rows. Okay. Now I have to extend role definition ID, or let's say sample ID, anything, whatever you want. Okay. However, I have to extract this value. Now the question comes, how we are going to extract. Okay. If I extend this, you can see I will first give regex, then I will tell the capture group, and then I will tell the source. Okay. So the very first thing that we need is regex. So whenever you are giving regex, make sure you give it in this particular format. It's basically something which gives you better outcomes. We'll talk about all these things when we'll talk about optimizing KQL. But as of now, just make sure whenever you are searching for a regex match, you should give your regex in this particular format. Okay. So this is my regex, which is used to detect GUID. Fundamentally, I already have that. And there are so many tools you can create regex for whichever scenario you want. Okay. However, I will show you one more example wherein we'll create a very basic scratch, I should say regex here itself. Okay. So here I'm saying that I have to extract GUID. And when I say capture group as 0, look for the entire value which exists in where? Additional details. Okay. Now here, let's say if I project sample ID and additional details, the expected outcome is we will get the GUID value. Fundamentally, we are not getting it because extract function has let's say a condition where the input value must be string. Okay. So here what we will do is we will say toString and this. And you can see I'm getting the value. Now fundamentally I can avoid all this by cutting the video, but I don't do that because I just wanted to show you how you should think and how you should work on these scenarios real time. Okay. So extract fundamentally the GUID, or let's say the regex that you have to extract, then the capture group, and then the field from which you want to extract the specific value altogether. So this is how I can fundamentally extract these two GUIDs. Okay. Now let me show you one more example with some, let's say, data that's coming from my some network appliance. Okay. So this is a sample data that I have created through FortiGate documentation, but I'll just show you how you should extract certain values. Okay. So let me choose the one where we get complicated values. Let me just copy this, and I have to do this couple of times. So I'll just make sure that I get this entire data rendered here at once so that we can read. Okay. Now let's just choose any example value over here. Okay. Let's choose this one. Imagine from additional extension, I have to extract app ID. Okay. So I will keep this value here as a placeholder in terms of showing you this in a different column altogether. Okay. So now what we will do is we will say extend app ID, and here I will say extract again, and here I have to give a regex. Okay. Now I'm intentionally making some naive mistakes to make you understand how you should navigate these kind of scenarios. So if I talk about the use case that I discussed, that for declaring regex, make sure you choose these notations. Now see, imagine I have to detect these 5 numbers. It's very simple, correct? I can say here 0 to 9, and then I can say 5 times. Okay. Fundamentally, I'll copy this value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to capture or look for the value in the entire column, and the column name is additional extensions. Okay. Now here I will just project app ID and additional extensions. Okay. Now let's just see what we get in results. So this is what I am getting because these 5 zeros are getting detected from the entire group itself. So the moment these 5 zeros or 5 numerical values are detected, it is tapping that value into app ID. Now here comes the change, that let's say if I give some strong match, let's say app ID equal to, okay, here, and then let's just run this query. And now you can see I am getting app ID extracted from this particular string, or you can say this complete chunk of part which is not properly parsed, and it went inside additional extension. Okay, so these are the two different examples which I've shown you. Now for all obvious reasons, you can apply more operators or functions just to make sure 40568 gets rendered in app ID. But fundamentally, this is how you should use extract, wherein you will give a regex and that value is matched in the specific column that you are giving as an input, and then the matched value is returned in the column that you have created by using extend. Okay. Now let's talk about the other one, which is extract JSON. Okay. So let me run this again. Now see, when it comes to extract JSON, this part is slightly simpler. Okay. So let's say again, I want to extend sample ID. Okay. And here, instead of typing extract, I will say extract JSON. Okay. Now see, the very first thing which it is asking me is JSON path. What will be the JSON path? And then the JSON text. Okay. So now here, what will be my JSON path? Imagine if this is my JSON object, then the path will be object.value. Correct? So here what we will say is, for each entry that's coming in this particular column that I'm going to define, look for value. You see here? So I will say value. This is my complete JSON object and I want to extract value. And here I will again say toString additional details. And let's just see what happens. You can see this code is slightly shorter because we are not performing a regex match. We are converting this into a JSON object, or we are analyzing this as a JSON object, and then we are just accessing one specific property. If you want, you can just change this to key and you will start getting role definition origin ID. Let's say if I remove this. Okay, so you can see sample ID showing you multiple values, because you can see here the key value is template ID. So template ID is coming. Here the key value is start time. So start time is coming. So fundamentally this part got converted into a JSON object, and then we accessed one specific property, which is key. So this is how extract and extract JSON works fundamentally. From the next video, I'm going to talk about how you should work with arrays, or in which scenario you'll create arrays, and how you should check for the length, or you should remove a specific value or add a specific value. So if you think that this channel is helping you to learn anything new, please feel free to subscribe and share this video with your technical community. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.